Hello, everyone. Welcome to another early morning edition of Daddy and My Daddy. How you guys doing? Now, for those of you guys on the in the PST Pacific time zone, I know it's like what 6:45 in the morning. You're probably not going to catch this, but it's early on the East Coast, so it's 9, almost 10 o'clock over here. Got a good one for you guys today. Probably already saw the title. All right. For those of you that are new to my channel, my name is LJ Young, and I am a 100% debt-free motivational speaker and personal finance educator. I help people become financially free by helping them financially see outside what I call the debt matrix. The debt matrix is a place where everybody believes in credit and debt and 100% believe in financing depreciating objects. Now, if you don't know what depreciation means, that's all right. That's okay. This is the channel to learn. These are the things you must say to yourself when you don't understand words about money. It's okay. This is a safe zone. Depreciation means things that go down in value. And that's pretty much everything. Cars, houses, washer and dryers, lawnmowers, hammers, weed eaters, and everybody finances it. According to math, if math could speak, it would say, hey, if you keep doing that, you'll never get financially ahead. That's mathematically impossible. And if if it doesn't make sense mathematically, it doesn't make financial sense either. Math and money are one, like twins. The only thing that can separate math and money are feelings. Now, I always say this at the beginning of my video so people can understand what it sounds like when you're outside the debt matrix. 85% of the US live in the debt matrix. Some know it, some don't know it. Most of them don't know it. 15% of us are financially free. Financially free means out of the negative, out of the red, living in the black. Okay? All right. The only thing that can separate math and money are feelings. Here are a couple examples so you can understand what that means and what that sounds like outside the debt matrix. Okay? How do you feel about 1 + 1 = 2? How do you feel about 2 + 2 = 4? Does it make you happy, sad, jump for joy, make you sick in the stomach, make you depressed? It's nothing. It's just 2. It's just 4. It's black and white, just like that, right? Or if I was your boss, right? You came to I handed you your check. You open your check up and it's short. And you say, hey, boss, why is my check short? And I turn to you and go, yeah, I saw that. I feel really bad about that. I really do. I feel bad about that. You would look at me like I'm crazy. You would say, I don't care how you feel about it. Where's my money? That's exactly the way it is. When you think of your money, that's how you must always think about your money. Okay? All right. Last but not least, money is spoken in 2 languages. If you've been in debt all your life and living in a debt matrix like I was for the first 40 years of my life, I lived in a debt matrix. You only speak debt. You get outside the debt matrix, you speak both languages, debt and debt free. You understand when you hear things that you once probably said out loud in front of people, not knowing that there's 15% of us that are financially free, debt free, that speak a whole different language. If you're a person that went to finance a car and believe you got a great deal and believe you got it on sale, you only speak in debt. Get outside the debt matrix. Nobody gets a finance car on sale. Nobody. That's a trick. That's the hook that's the bait on the lure. Flip to the back of that 72-month paperwork. That's your sale price. That's your sale price. Get it? Now, if you walked on a lot and paid cash, yes, you got the car on sale. But if you finance it, nobody gets a finance car on sale. All right. Next. First, I want to thank everybody that follow me, that email me, that write me, that donate to me. I appreciate it all. I want to make sure I say that very first from the beginning. All right. I got a few people that follow me and show their support. I want to make sure you guys know that that's greatly appreciated. All right. Now let's get to the topic. Are you upside down on a cell phone? Now, again, this is the place where I just show reality, and reality is mathematics. I didn't invent math. Okay. And again, if I say certain things and you feel upset about it or starts to do something with feelings, I want you to recognize that and say, why do I feel like that if his math is right? If he's telling me the truth, why am I upset? That was programmed into your brain within the debt matrix. Okay? Only people in a debt matrix feel like that when it's the truth to math. It's like, again, it's like you being upset about 1 + 1 = 2. You saying, hey, I really like it equaling 2, but I really feel like it should equal 3. That makes absolutely no sense. That's the exact same thing. I want you to understand that. That's how it always is. If it's the truth, if you find yourself getting upset, look at the math. If the math is right, you're on the right path, okay? All right. Now imagine how many people are upside down in their cars. Upside down means you owe more on the car than what it's worth. So if you have a car that's worth $5,000, but you owe $8,000, you're $3,000 in the hole. 5, 8, $3,000 in the hole in that car. So if you went to try to sell it, you would have to buy your way out of that car because you owe $3,000. That means you are upside down in that car. You couldn't even sell it. You have to come up with $3,000. And if you're upside down in the car, 9 times out of 10, you don't have the $3,000 to get out of it. See how that works? Okay. Now, imagine cell phones. If a car goes down in value as soon as you drive off the lot, can you imagine a cell phone? Ooh. Ooh. Woo. And people are on cell phone plans. And now this is, I'm going to run you through this so you can see what it is. And I feel for those people that are trapped in this particular situation, especially with a cell phone. Cell phones are not even worth the price that you're paying, even if you pay cash for it. But nobody's really paying cash for cell phones. They're financing cell phones, thinking they're getting free upgrades, all this stuff. It's just trapping you. You're trapped in the cell phone matrix. You can't even get out. Turn it off. You'll see that big bill come in the mail. Ooh, and you got a cell phone that you can't even use. You don't pay the bill, they just lock it down. You can't even use it. Can't even sell it. So you can sell it, but somebody's gonna be mad because they won't be able to use it, right? All right. Now, when you finance a cell phone, right? Not only are you paying more for it than what it's actually worth, because it's not really worth the price you're paying if you pay cash. But what you're financing the price of the cell phone and the taxes, because they add it all up. They throw in all this stuff, the cover, the protection, the insurance, and then they bundle it up in one. And then you're financing the whole thing. So you're financing taxes too. But most people are so focused on that depreciating object, which is the cell phone. They're so focused in on it. That's all they want. Don't even recognize that, right? Now let's step outside the debt matrix so you can hear people that speak debt and people that speak debt free. Okay. Now walk up to a person, use this example so you can see. And if this is you, okay? Walk up to a person and go with the new iPhone 11 Pro Max out, right? Somebody's going to have it in the hand. You can pretty much tell with the camera on the back, right? The 3-lens camera. And then you go, walk up to that person and say, hey, did you pay cash for that phone? That 9 times out of 10, they're going to say, nah, man. But yet they have the phone in their hand. They don't even hear what they're saying, right? They didn't have the money to pay cash for it, but they have it in their hand. Don't say nothing because you'll lose your friend. Don't say nothing. Just go, oh, okay. Usually they'll say something like, hey, yeah, I'd rather take that money and invest it in some mystery funds or stock market. It's just made up. It's just made up stuff. It's not true. Only people in the debt matrix believe that. Because what they're really saying is, instead of having the money, I decided to pay more for something than what it's actually worth to invest money that I really don't have into something that's really not going to earn more than what I'm paying for this phone right now. So it doesn't make sense, but they don't know that. Okay. Now when I talk about cell phone businesses, I'm not downing them. It's business. I know how to separate feelings from business. One has nothing to do with the other. So what the cell phone companies are doing, that's brilliant. Hands down, I don't know how they get people to believe this, but it's marketing and advertising, especially the buy one, get one free, buy a phone, get one on us. That's what T-Mobile's saying. Hey, come to us and get us iPhone 11 on us, right? Now, if you just sit back and think, if you started a business and gave away all your product, how long would you be in business? You wouldn't be in business. Okay, it's just natural thinking, right? But now, do this. Go into the cell phone company, buy one, get one free. Go to the cell phone company, they all do it, right? And say, hey, I'm here for that get buy one, get one free, right? And as they're ringing it all up, getting all this stuff together, you say, hey, but I'm going to pay the first one with cash. Okay? See if you still get the second phone for free. And then when they tell you no, ask them why. You said I get one for free. You said if I get the first one, I get the second one for free. Yeah, finance the first one. Because you better believe you're going to be financing the second one for free. And if you can't make the payments, guess what? Ooh, they're going to charge you up. And they're not even going to take you to dinner first. You were wrapped in for a year or two. I don't know. I don't really even keep up with them phone contracts because I ain't dealt with that in years, right? Okay, so now, for example, now people don't really realize that if you're on a phone plan by yourself and you're paying for over $50 a month, you're getting ripped. If you're on a family plan and you're paying over $100 a month, you are getting ripped. You're getting done. Those days been over for years. You know how you sign up for a plan at the cell phone place, right? And they say, hey, this is going to be your monthly bill. And then when you get that first bill or the second bill, you see all these things, all these taxes, and you stop and think, wait a minute, what happened? But people still continue to go ahead. Okay, screw it. It is what it is. No, it's not. It's not. That is not what it has been for years. I mean, years. Those days been over. All those taxes. Oh my God, those days been over for years, right? But when you're wrapped up in the phone debt matrix, you don't even know. You just think that's what it is. I can't do anything about it. And if you got multiple plans, say like this. Say like you jump on a phone plan with multiple people so you can save money. Now, what if you're the main person that holds the plan open? It's on you. It's your name, but you add all these multiple phones in there. And you got people on there on your plan that sometimes they pay the bill. They don't have all the money. They want to upgrade every single year. And now you're kind of trapped because if you get mad and say, hey, man, I'm tired of hunting you down to pay your cell phone bill, you're making partial payments, you want to upgrade every year, and you tell them no, they're going to stop paying. Guess who's responsible? You. You know you're not going to get the phone back because they're going to be mad. It's the stupidest thing. People, that's why they're probably on your phone plan because they're not responsible enough to have their own bills, right? But they're going to be mad at you because you're mad at them because they didn't pay their own bill on time, which they promised. It makes absolutely no sense. That's debt matrix speak, right? You got to get away from that. You got to get away from people like that. But anyway, now you're trapped. Now they're going to say, oh, man, screw that person. He ain't getting the phone back. He or she ain't getting the phone back. I ain't going to pay the bill. I'm going to keep the phone. Now they got a phone neither one of you can use. And they don't care because they ain't paying for it. You're paying for it. And some people are wrapped up in the cell phones for thousands of dollars, thousands. And you can't do anything about it, but just eat it. If this is you, if this is you, I feel for you. I want you to understand that there's ways out. And at the end of this video, I'm going to let you know, but those days are over. I got plans to help you out. I got plans to even trick the people out of your plan to where they still will pay, because if you let them know you're trying to get rid of them, they're going to stop paying. But there's ways of slowly weaning them off, making sure they pay, wean them off and say, oh, now you're off my plan. Here you go. You know what I'm saying? There's ways of doing it. But if you got a person on your plan that think they deserve a free upgrade every single year, ooh, you're in trouble. I feel for you if you say, nah, you ain't getting no upgrade. They're going to be mad. They're going to probably stop. Oh, man, if they break their phone, their insurance, oh, my God. It's just coming to me as I'm telling you. Oh, my God, I would never do that. Ever, ever, ever. All right. Look, I'm sorry, looking at my notes here. Okay. Trap message. Okay. So, like I said, I know I'm a person that can get your whole life financially free, but if you want steps like just cell phones and other little things, cell phones are ones I can come up with a plan to get you out of this. If you're trapped in if you're in a singular cell plan, I can come up with a plan to get you out of that. And if you're trapped in a multiple people cell phone plan and you're trapped with people that don't like to pay this, I got a plan for that too. There's always ways out. Right now, I guarantee you, if this is you trapped in that, right now, that pain you're feeling, this is the pain that you need to feel it ensures that you will never do anything like that again, ever. You will never co-sign for it. There's a reason why they can't get phones on by themselves. There's a reason. William, welcome. Hey, appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. You always tell me you're listening as you're doing those SOWs. Oh, man. Yeah. You know what? If this is you, I feel for you, but I can get you out. It's going to hurt, but the pain you're in now, it's going to be worth it because you need that pain to never do nothing like that again. I'm not co-signing for nobody for nothing. There's a reason why the banks turn them down. Something's in their stuff that it's not. And if check this out, if there's a person that's trying to get on a cell phone plan with you talking about that's trying to save money or whatever, I know this is odd. This is not a really normal question. But if anybody's saying that to you, I would advise you to ask to see their entire credit report first before you do that. Before you do that, ask to see their entire credit report, all three, not their credit score. I mean, credit scores are indicators. If you ask to see their credit score and they're in the 400s or 500s, you better not put them on your cell phone plan. You don't even really need to see their entire credit report. Don't worry about the sob story or why they can, or those are feelings. You better not do that. Whatever. You say, sorry. All right. Now, this is a little bit off, but I decided at the end of this video, I want to give a message for the young people. Okay. All right. And the reason why I say to the young people is because you guys are still close enough to grade school to remember mathematic and math games. Remember those games? You guys are still close enough to remember those. Those are one. Those are together. If you always remember math and money are one, you will be rich before you're 30 with a regular job. If you follow the message that I teach here, nobody would even understand how you're doing it, even if you told them. Hey, how come you're never stressed out? Hey, how come you never need a job? I'm not in debt. What? What do you mean? Everybody's in debt. People in the debt matrix talk like that. Oh man, debt's always going to be here. Everybody has a car payment. Everybody has credit card payment. That's just debt matrix speak. All right. If you're 18, get ready to go to college because your parents are telling you you must go, or society is telling you must go, and you have not a clue what you're going to get a degree in. Get a degree. Learn what I teach here. Okay. Go get a degree in something with finance. Why do I say that? Because I'll tell you why. Math and money will never, ever change, ever. There will always be people in debt that don't understand money. We need people in debt in order to stay rich, wealthy. People we need people to keep financing cars, cell phones, lawnmowers, washer and dryers, couches. We need those people. And if you get out here and understand the basics, what I teach you, learn what I'm teaching you right now. You take that information and you go and master a degree in some finance field, you will kill it. You will kill it, and nobody will understand how you're doing it. And they won't even know that you're doing it, right? So you understand the basics, what I'm teaching you right now. You can still go out and have fun, get cars, get clothes, whatever you want, but you're not paying full price for anything anymore. When you have cash, you buy everything from people in credit trouble, in finance trouble, for half the price. You want that car you want? You don't finance it. You don't go and pay full price. You find somebody with your car. They're always selling it. You find somebody with the car you want in finance trouble, whatever, divorce, you name it. There's a million of them. Divorce, job loss, layoff. Somebody's mad at somebody, so they're just Doesn't matter to you. Those are all feelings. You step in with your money and you buy it for half the price. Nobody will know. They'll think either you because you got a job, that's how you get it. They'll think you're financing the cars that because they do it. Doesn't matter what they think. You will kill it. Because those, no matter the time, no matter what year, no matter what decade, math and money will never ever change. Get in something to finance and you will kill it. Just by knowing the basics that I teach right here. Just simple that at the beginning of this video. You don't ever finance a cell phone. You think a car goes down in value? Imagine a cell phone. It ain't even 1 year later. It ain't even the price that you bought it for. It ain't even worth the price that you're paying for it today, especially if you finance it. Now, now they always, you see the student loan crisis, right? It's ridiculous. It's outrageous, right? It's because people don't understand. It's all counts on who you're speaking to. So if your parents didn't save you money to go to college, don't worry about it. They didn't have to. Maybe they didn't know. You don't blame them. Go get a student loan, right? Go get a student loan. I know it sounds crazy that I'm saying that, but if you don't have the money and you need to get a higher degree, go get a student loan. But remember, that's not free money. I know it seems free. Like when you go get student loan, you go to a local college. Don't go to some outrageous thinking you need to get a name, but don't do none of that. You go get the finance degree that you want to be into, right? At a local college, spending the minimum that you have to. You borrow the minimum that you have to. Pay it. And when sometimes they'll send you like extra, it seems like it's extra money. No, they're just rounding it off so it's easy bookkeeping for them. That's not extra money. So you don't go and buy rims with it. You don't go and buy clothes with it. If you need to get food, you get food. Things that keep you alive. All right. But it's not extra. Okay. And when you graduate with your degree, this is what you do. You go back home and move with your parents. Land that good job, right? When you get that good job, you immediately set up a bank account. You pay your parents, regardless if they say, hey, you don't have to. No, pay them. Make that automatic. Do not have them ask, hey, where's the rent? I thought you was going to pay me on the 1st, and now it's the 5th. You make it automatic. You don't want no mishaps, no misunderstanding. You make it automatic from your account to their account without even thinking about it, right? You stay at home until you pay off that student loan in full. That alone will catapult you financially ahead of all the millions of 45 million people that have been carrying student loans their whole life. 45 million. You will be financially ahead of 45 million people that have not. Right off the gate in your early 20s. Don't believe me? Go ask your mama. Go ask your daddy. Go ask your grandparents. Hey, are you still carrying your student loans? They're going to tell you yes. And then you got to stop and think. Then ask them, what year did you graduate? And then you got to think, do the math, do the 5th grade math in your head. Say, you've been paying on your student loan for 20 years? How come you got a Cadillac Escalade outside? Why are we in this big house? How is that possible? They financed it. See what I'm saying? It doesn't make any sense. If it doesn't make mathematical sense, it doesn't make financial sense either. Why are they carrying? You got to think to yourself, why are their student loans older than me? My parents' student loans are older than me. You know what's so crazy? Hey, Ill Wills, you know what's crazy? They call them forever students. You know why they call them forever? You know why she's doing that? She already knows she'll never, ever be able to pay back that money, ever. So the only thing they can hang on is getting degrees and bragging to other people about them. Oh, I'm a PhD, blah, blah, blah. You know the first thing I think? How much in student loan debt do you owe? They think they're going to go to school forever so they can avoid making them payments. That's all part of the plan. Somebody designed this plan, believe that. So they keep going and keep going. not even realizing one day you're going to have to stop. You can't go to school forever. That's impossible. That's impossible. But in their mind, they believe they're gonna keep doing it. Yes, sir. She didn't experience it. Oh my God, no experience in nothing, just degrees, just to say. Because check it out, Ill Wills. Check it out. That's the only thing they can be happy about out of all the debt. To say, hey, I'm a PhD, because those titles like that only impress people in the debt matrix. You know, she probably proud to tell other people that she's as a PhD, right? And so other people that are impressed that maybe have a degree or don't, whatever, they go, ooh, PhD. So what? If you add up, I guarantee you, she don't even know how much student loan debt she has, nor does she want to look at it. Oh, a PhD? I can only imagine. She's a forever student. Now she's a forever slave. She's a slave. She has to work. She's going to be paying those student loans with her Social Security checks. Sorry. And if she doesn't do that, guess what else? They're going to be taking her income tax check. She went to, USC. Oh my God. Oh. I bet you, hey, Ill Will, did you ever ask her, did she know how much in student loan debt she owed? She probably didn't even know. Probably too scared to look. I wouldn't even want to know. I wouldn't even want to know. And no experience. She's not going to jump out here and get 100,000, 200. Even right now, just by the little bit of information you just told me right now, even a job that paid her $100,000 a year, it would still probably take her 10 years to get out of student loan debt. That scares me even to think about it. If you are 18 right now, getting ready to go to college, you do not want to get in that situation. Do not be impressed by people that have multiple degrees when you don't know how much student loan debt they're in. Because if you knew how much student loan debt they're in, their degree titles would never, ever impress you. You'd be like, oh, no, I'm not trading that. You got how much in student loan debt? $300,000-$400,000 in student loan debt? Oh, no. I ain't doing that. You go to school to earn the money to pay for the degree. That makes no sense. That makes absolutely no sense. If you start right now, student loan debt, it's only more expensive for the people that don't know how to use it, right? You use it, graduate, get your finance through, go into finance. Money will never change. Go into finance, you go home, you leave school, go back home. I don't care what your friends are doing. Oh, they're going to graduate, get their jobs. Guess what they're going to do? They're going to follow the pattern of the millions of other people that put the student loan debt to the back and say, oh, that's a forever loan. They're going to talk about you. Oh, you still live at home with your mama. You still driving that old car. You better not listen. That's debt speak. They're speaking debt. They don't even know they're speaking debt. They're speaking debt. You say, yep, I sure am. Yes, I'm still driving that old car. You pay your parents rent? Yes, I do. Oh, that's mean. Why are they charging you rent? Don't listen to any of that. Don't listen to any of that. You pay them rent. Ooh, she's 47 too. Oof. Time's running out for her. You pay your parents rent. Don't have a master. You make it automatic. Once your student loans are paid in full, you save up, you look for a place to live, you save up another 6 months, at least 6 months of backup money in your savings account, and then you're ready to leave the nest. That way, when you find your place, something happens with the latest job or whatever, there's no rush to find another job, okay? You're not in a panic. If you're at a job you don't like and the boss is treating you like dirt, you can just leave. You'll be like, hey, I don't tolerate any of that. See you later. She became a PhD lesson not to tell her business, but this is what you speak. Man, hey, man, and I appreciate, hey, Ill Wills, I'm glad you're even saying this because people hear the titles and are impressed. I'm on YouTube. I research other people that talk about finance. Man, they be skipping all over the place. They're missing the basics of what I teach right here. Just the basics. And it's 5th grade math. And man, it's hard to hear. I got to click off sometimes, man. I'll be like, oh man, they're steering people so wrong. They're steering people so wrong. right? And if I can catch an 18-year-old going into college, only going to college because this is what society tells you have to do, or their parents say you must go, but ain't giving them no money or no financial guidance. This is all the basic financial knowledge you need right now. And then you go into finance or whatever field you are going to in finance, you will kill it. And half the people that in that area that are there, they won't even understand how you're doing it. You see people with these fancy finance titles and they're in deep debt and they're giving financial advice to other people. They're giving financial advice to other people that don't know about money. Of course, I get it. If you don't know about money, regardless of your age, and you go to a person that has a fancy finance title behind their name, or you see their houses or their cars, you assume that they must know about money. That is not true. That means absolutely nothing. Their depreciating stuff means nothing. How do you tell if a person, like you see somebody with a fancy finance degree or you see their stuff, listen, ask them, hey, if they have a nice car, ask them, are they making car payments? Or ask them, not say, are you making car payments? You go like, this is how you do it. Because you got to speak in a way, this is a place I can teach you how to ask the questions to people in the debt matrix without knowing why you're asking or to offend them, okay? So if you know somebody that you believe has money, okay? You believe has money. They roll up in their nice car, you say something like, hey, did you get a good percentage rate on that car? If they turn around and tell you yes, you better stop listening to them right there. Now, they don't know why you just asked that question. Nobody gets a finance car on sale, and people with money don't finance depreciating object. Our car is a depreciating object. Oh yeah, I got a whatever percentage rate. It doesn't matter, low, high, 1%, 10%. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If they come back with any number, you better not take financial advice from them. Ever. Don't. They don't even know what they just told you. They'll be more proud, or say something like this. Or if you know somebody else, they go, did you have to put much money down on that car? Some people think because their good credit is good, they're proud to say, I didn't have to put any money down. You better not take financial advice from them, because what they're really saying is this: instead of having any money to put down on it, I financed the whole entire thing. They don't even know they said that. They won't even know why you're asking that question. They're so stuck on their salary. Because think about it this way: the majority of people in the debt matrix, they say like you're hired. Say like you're hired for $100,000 a year, $50,000 a year. It doesn't matter really. People have that number locked in their head, totally forgetting about Uncle Sam's cut. So if they hire you for $50,000 a year, you're not really making $50,000 a year. You're not. People forget about Uncle Sam. I don't know why they do that. I did it. And the last question: if you want to know if somebody really has money or really knows about money without offending them, this is the question you ask them. Hey, what's your tax bracket? People with money understand money and understand exactly what tax bracket they're in. Why? Because taxes are important. Everybody pays them. I never forget them, ever, right? I reduce them. Tax evasion is illegal. Tax avoidance is legal. So you ask somebody that question, hey, what's your tax bracket? If they don't know, if you don't know, you need to find out. If they don't know and they look like they have money, they don't. They're faking you. They're tricking you. Young people, you have time on your side. I know the title of this video is upside down in the cell phone. Is that if that's you, you're already starting wrong. I promise you. If you're being pushed to college right now and you don't know the basics, understand the basics. You're probably confused of what you should get. Money and taxes will never change. Get into finances. Understand what I teach here first. You take that knowledge to a school and you will kill it. You'll be rich before you're 30. You'll be a millionaire before you're 30 with a regular job. That's why I say a millionaire. But once you know the knowledge that I teach you right here, oh yeah, you'll know one job ain't gonna do what you wanted to do. Oh no, you'll know how to decipher between all the fakers. You have a money faker device in your hand, in your mind, and they won't even know how you're doing it. You just ask the basic questions. Ask them, are they financing their cell phone? They're financing a car, right? Or they're proud about their credit score and they didn't have to put any money down. They think they got an awesome interest rate on the finance. No. And they say, oh, I got this car on sale. How'd you pay for it? I financed it. Nobody gets a finance car on sale, but they don't know that. They're speaking debt matrix speak. Now, I know you're young. You come to my channel. You probably think, oh, man, he ain't got that many subscribers. He's only up to 300. There's a reason for that. That's not a bad thing. I want you to understand. It's not a bad thing. It's a rare thing. That's why people don't understand. If you come to this channel and you hearing me speak and then it doesn't make sense to you, but the math is right? You do the math because you guys are still young enough to remember the math games in grade school. You do the math and my math is right. Everything I'm saying is correct. And then I want you to look in the mirror and say, man, how come more people don't know this? I know. Exactly. That's the key. Why everybody else is in la la land in the debt matrix financing all this stuff and you're not. People are going to notice that you're stress-free, you're worry-free. You don't really think about money. When you get up on outside the debt matrix, the 15% of us that are financially free, we don't even think about money. I don't even think about money. The only time I really think about it is the first of the month when rent's due or electricity or water. But outside of that, I don't even think about money. It's just paper with numbers on it. It's just paper with numbers on it. Really, it's And when you understand what I teach and you learn from what I'm teaching you, right? And then you go get on YouTube and you listen to other so-called financial gurus or financial people, you're going to hear they're so full of crap. You're going to ask yourself, how come they don't know the basics of math? How come they don't know? Add up all your savings, add up all your debt, and then go savings minus debt equals how much money you have in real life. That's it. That's it. If that number's in the negative, you do whatever it takes to take it from the negative to the above zero, the positive in the black. Once you're in the black, you will understand everything I am saying. You will be part of the 15% of us that are financially free. And then you go and look at these other videos. Like I said before, you go and look at these other videos. The majority of them will be skipping the basics. You got to ask yourself, why are they skipping the basics? Because they don't know. They're stuck in the debt matrix. Had I known this information at 18, my entire life would have been totally different. I know this is way off the subject, but I just got to share with you. My entire life would have been totally different. All my relationships would have been totally different. Once you experience this type of freedom, there's nothing like it in the world. And this is how let me just tell you. If you've always been in debt all your life, you have no idea what this feels like. No clue. You're probably thinking you got to be rich to feel financial freedom. That's not true. That's debt matrix talk. That's debt matrix speak. That's not true. Once you feel it, oh yeah, no, there's no going back. Something catastrophic has to happen to me for me to ever go back in debt, ever. When I said my relationships would have changed, like if I would have, I wouldn't have took any woman seriously if she was in debt and didn't care that she was in debt. I wouldn't. No, there's no point. There's no point to even start a relationship. Oh, how much debt are you in? Oh, you have $100,000 in student loan debt. What are you gonna do about it? You gonna pay it off? Oh no, that's a forever loan. Okay, it was nice knowing you. We can be friends from here on out. That sounds harsh, don't it? It's not. It's not. Because people like that endemic, they're complaining about their struggles and they're stuck in survival mode. And then when you give them the answer, hey, if you pay that off, you'll be less stressed. Oh man, that'll take forever. You know how many years I can't go on vacations. My life is over. You got to say, is there any other choice? There's no other choice. You have to pay that off. You're gonna die with it. Oh man, then screw it, man. I got other things. Okay, well, hey man, enjoy your life. Because if you once you become financially free, it will be literally impossible for you to get in a relationship with somebody that's in thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars with debt, because they're going to be always complaining about their struggles and why and this and that, but not doing anything about it. It will drive you nuts, especially when you know the answer. Hey, you're doing it to yourself. Oh, I got to keep going to school to get a better job. That's the only way I'm going to pay off this debt. So you got to keep going in debt so you can pay off debt. That makes absolutely no sense. But they don't know that. And if they refuse to accept it or see that, there's absolutely nothing you can do. I will free you early. If you're youngsters, I will free you early. All right, that's it. Thank you, everybody. Ill Wills, as always, much appreciated. Much appreciated. I'll be way off the subject sometimes. Sometimes it just gets inside of me. Thank you. All right. You guys have a wonderful day. Finish up them SOWs, Ill Wills. Have fun. Enjoy yourself. Let me stop talking crap. I might have to get back in it one day myself if this channel don't grow as fast as I want it to grow. I got my degree in computer science, so hey, if I have to use it, I have to use it. Ain't no, hey, you know what? Ill Wills, hey, man, I didn't understand this knowledge till age 40, 42, something like that, right? Time is not on my side. I'm trying to be a millionaire before I'm 60, okay? I'll be 50 in December. I need as much money to come in as possible so I can be a millionaire. Right now is the time. I ain't got time to be messing around, waiting. Hey, I want to help as many people as I can, but if it's not coming in the way I need it to come in before I become a millionaire, I got to do what I got to do. You know what I'm saying? And not ashamed about it. But check it out, Ill Wills. It'll be different. It'll be different. If I have to go back into the work environment, oh, it's going to be totally different. When I sit in the interviews and negotiate in my contract, oh, it's going to be totally different questions. Hey, you guys want me here 40 hours a week? Yeah, what time? 8 to 5? Okay, cool. You got an on-call rotation? Yeah. When is that? All right, what am I expected to do? Okay, 1 week on call, 24 hours a day. All right, when I'm not on call, you guys are not going to be calling me, right? Or are you going to be calling me? If they say yes, we're going to renegotiate my contract again. Oh, okay, I didn't know that. I want to make sure we're clear. All right, instead of paying me $100,000, you're going to pay me $150 or $200. Now I accept those terms. It's going to be on my terms. I understand there's plenty of people in the debt matrix that will accept those terms, but this is what most cannot see. Businesses have become multi-million-dollar businesses because the people that are higher up in the business, they understand to separate feelings from money. They understand their worth, and businesses recognize those people, and they have places for people like me in their business. You see what I'm saying? They know, oh, this guy knows. He knows. He's not desperate, because now that I'm financially free, I understand that when I used to go into interviews and I was desperate, you could see that. You can see when a person's desperate for a job. I promise you, you can see it. When you're not desperate for a job, oh, they can see that too. You'd be like, oh, no, you're not answering those questions. You're trying to say all the right things. You're trying to please them. They know when you're trying to please them. They ask me a question, they're going to get honest answers. Just like I said, are you guys expecting me to answer the phone if I'm not on call? If they say yes, you're going to bump my salary up another $50,000 to $100,000. You're not going to own my life. Because basically, if they can call you anytime they wish, they own your life 24 hours a day. That's what they're saying to you indirectly. Nobody's going to own my life like that. I allowed that most of my computer career. I've allowed that, Ill Wills. I allowed that. Just like you and I were talking about earlier, I was nervous to leave if I went upstairs and was watching TV or something and left my phone downstairs, I'd be nervous that I left my phone downstairs, that I might have missed a call from work, even though I'm not on call. That was automatic. Didn't even notice that. Today, oh no. Separate phones, no apps joining the phones. If I'm not on call, that phone will stay at work. If I walked into work over the weekend and say, hey man, we tried to call you on Saturday, the servers were down, I would say, why are you trying to call me? I'm not on call. What? We would be negotiating. But I promise you, businesses understand business. They would know, you know your value, you know what you're talking. Hey, we got a place for you. Because you won't be mixing feelings. You won't do that. You'll be your performance at your job. Oh man, it will. If I get a job, you better believe I'm going to be making videos about that for other IT people so they can see the difference. They see how fast I'm going to advance. I don't even know. And I already know I'm going to advance fast. I'm going to start at a salary higher than I probably ever had in my life. Because if I don't, I won't stay. I'll be like, okay, thank you for your time. I'm leaving. I know they have options because there's more people in debt than not. But that means your worth will be more. Just like my subscriptions I just talked about. I know I got low subscriptions, but that's a higher value because it's rare. I'm not saying anything on this channel that not anybody can understand. Anybody can understand what I'm teaching because it's basic math. It's up to them whether they're gonna accept that it's that easy. Because first, by accepting what I'm teaching, people gotta accept that they effed up. And that alone is hard. That's hard for people. That's hard for people to accept. You know what? I've been in this for however long. I spent so much money. Those are all facts. You got to deal with all that, right? Accepting what I'm teaching, you have to accept that you messed up. Whoever messed up for years, get out of it and start fresh. I'm never going back, ever. Now, if I go, for example, let me give you this last example, Ill Will. If I go back to work, for people that have followed me for the last 4 years, or people that personally know me, right? I get a job. People in the debt matrix will think, oh man, look, Linnell got on his own. He didn't make it. That's why he's working a regular job. Only people in the debt matrix think like that. And when they see that happen, you know what they think to themselves? Oh, that's why I didn't do it, because that'll happen, or that's why I didn't do. They always say things like that. That's why they watch me and believe that I didn't make it. So that's why they justify themselves not making any kind of moves. That's what, staying where they're at, comfortable where they're at, thinking their job is security, whatever. It doesn't matter what they think in the debt matrix. It doesn't matter. They justify themselves not doing anything. People on this side understand the sacrifices that must happen if you want to get somewhere. You must sacrifice. I can only imagine how many people thought I was nuts quitting a $160,000 a year job 4 years ago. That dude must be crazy. That ninja's crazy. I don't care what you think in the debt matrix. That's the way you guys think. You get outside the debt matrix, $160,000 ain't nothing. That's ashtray money to some of these people over here. Believe that. And when people talk about that kind of salary, you got to think to yourself, who are you comparing that salary to? Your coworkers, the guy down the street that lives a block from you? Or are you comparing that salary to Bill Gates or Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos? Who are you? You compare it to those guys, $160,000 ain't nothing. Oprah Winfrey, that's nothing. If they can do it, they're regular human beings. They're not aliens. You can do it too. They just knew something that I didn't know back then. I know now. I know exactly how to do it now. Now I'm just forging my own thing. And how do I do it? Something so simple. Something so simple. Just math, basic math. All right, that's my rant. I'm going to kill it, Ill Wills, and I'm going to document it on a video so you can see the difference in the environment. And I hope it inspires you, and I hope it inspires other IT people that have been giving away their time and their life for absolutely free. And here's what I'm going to leave you with. For all you IT people that are part of an on-call rotation, okay? Something for you to think about when you wake up in the middle of the night and something's wrong and you feel bad about it, and you wake up in the middle of the night and you get that call knowing that you're not on call, and you wake up and be like, man, something's not right. You're right, it's not right. What is the purpose of an on-call rotation if they still call you when you're not on call? Does that make any sense? That doesn't make any sense. Why you have an on-call rotation? Doesn't make sense. Hello, the beauty jock coming at the end of my video. Welcome. You know, it's like, again, what is the purpose of an on-call rotation if they still call you when you're not on call? It's a facade. It's to make you feel a certain way. And here's another one. So you got IT people. This is important. This is important. Okay? I lost it. God dog it. Oh, okay. Now, if you got if you're working for a large company, right? It's impossible for one person to know every single system: VMware, Unix, Linux, the SAN, the hardware. No one person can never know that. That's impossible. The one person on call is just going to call the people that know those different departments, and those people that are getting called are not on call. It doesn't make any sense, does it? Doesn't make any sense. But yet we accepted for years for this mediocre salary, because it's peanuts, baby. Believe that, it's peanuts. I know you're making six figures, but six figures is nothing minus Uncle Sam's money and all the other taxes you pay. Yeah, just rewatch. It's a good one. I know the title. I know what I'm speaking about right now, the beauty job. It's off the title of the video, but you know me. I always veer off into other things sometimes. Why call me? You just giving it to them, man. And Ill Wills, I did that for years, man. Years. And now that I'm like the first year when I quit my job, I didn't work, okay? Because I've never, 2 weeks has been my longest. I never even took 2 weeks. I used to always get 3-4 weeks a year at my job, and I never, ever took that many, right? So a year was, I never even thought of taking a year off of work. That was never even a thought process. I thought you had to be rich to do that. But that year helped me. It helped me experience what life is supposed to be like, okay? I just did anything I wanted. First I went through the phase of just waking up at any time I want. You know, you get that out your system. And then I wake up and didn't decide. That's the time I decided whatever I was going to do that day. It helped me get the programming of 40-hour work weeks out of my system, right? It helped me start to see who came up with 40-hour work weeks. The rich. 2 weeks a year, you know, who said that? You know what I'm saying? And even with the vacation you earn, check it out. Even with the vacation you earn, you still have to ask permission when you can take it. And then cross your fingers if it's approved or not. If somebody with higher seniority gets priority, it's just the stupidest nonsense ever. And it all comes to you. It's overwhelming. It really is. It's overwhelming. But when you're financially free, you won't be able to help but see it. And you're like, wow, I didn't see that. I'd let that happen. Well, when was the last time I took a full 2 weeks? Never. A 1 month? Check it out. A month off? Oh God, that was unheard of to me. 1 month? Oh no, I couldn't afford to do that. I would have to get paid for every single day. And I broke up my vacation days so many times There was no way I could take a full month off without getting paid. Or I'd be nervous about taking a day off, knowing, say like I went through all my vacation days, right? And I had to take a day off without getting paid. Oh, that would send me into a tailspin. Never once stopping to think, dang, Linnell, you've been working all your life. One day will kill you. 1 month? Say like I got laid off for a month, right? And without getting paid. Oh, I'd be in that would send me into a panic. 1 month after 30 plus years of working, that didn't even wake me up. That didn't even wake me up. What I'm doing now had to be forced. One day the best way I can explain this to you where I'm at today, one day I just woke up and realized there was something wrong. Something didn't make any sense. And I was in the debt matrix, so there was nobody I could ask. I didn't even know what question to ask somebody. I didn't know what question to say. Hey, man, I didn't even know. Hey, because I thought I had to make more money. I thought the answer was to go back to school and getting more debt to get a higher paid job. But I started thinking like, no, that can't be the answer. I've already carried my student loans for 30 years. The answer is to go back into debt, to go into more school, to get a higher education, to cross my fingers, to hope to make more money to pay off. It didn't make any sense. So I knew that wasn't the answer. So I was like, it's got to be something. But everybody in the debt matrix is in the same position. You just can't see it because it's being masked by all their finance stuff, their houses, the cars, and I started thinking in tunnel vision. I started thinking, you see people's stuff and you start to assume that everybody's doing better than you. That's a mask. That's a facade. Once I finally got out of debt, oh man, my eyes opened up. A year of not doing anything, that's nothing. That's nothing. That just helped free me. I was like, man, oh my God, this is what life is supposed to be like. Wake up. Check it out. I don't even care what day it is. I don't care what time it is. Unless I have an appointment with a client, that's the only time. Time is a tool for me now. Time is nothing more than a tool. Okay? I don't care what time it is. I don't care what day it is. I don't care. Why do I need to know what the day it is? I don't need to know. I don't need to know the time. I don't care if it's Friday. Hey, happy weekend. I don't care about weekends. Every day's a weekend for me. I don't care about Sunday nights. Oh man, it's Sunday night. I got to prepare for work. Oh, it's Sunday already? That's what I say. And for those of you who don't know, this is the first, I'm going to tell you one of the first things that kind of helped me realize something. I remember when I got debt free, I still had a job for another year. So I was working at my job for a year, but I was debt free. And I remember the first time asking my coworkers, I'll never forget this, right? I remember saying, because I had forgot the day we got paid. So I stand up over the cubicle to my friend, my coworker. I was like, hey, check it out. I was like this, hey, did we get paid last week or this week? You should have saw everybody stood up out their cubicles, heads popped up like this. Oh, we know who's rich. We know who's making the money. I was like, what? I'm not making any money. I just forgot. And then I had to realize, damn, I've never forgot what day payday was, ever. But this time I forgot because I was not in debt. You should have saw the way everybody looked at me. Oh, we know who's making the big bucks here, who's making more than everybody else. We all make the same. What are you talking about? I was just debt free. That's when I knew I was onto something. They don't realize, they all told me they were in debt because if they're waiting on their next check, hoping that it gets deposited on a Thursday instead of Friday, you're in debt. When you're not in debt, you just check to make sure it was deposited. You're not getting anything for free. I'm not working it for free, so I might check in that Sunday or that Monday. Oh, shoot, let me check and see if my check's in there. Oh, okay, cool, it's there. But as far as getting in there Thursday night so I can get in there Friday, oh my God, I can't believe I used to do that stuff. You know what? Hey, I also remember looking at the clock when it was like 2 o'clock, because I got off at 5 back then. I remember looking at the clock and be like, man, I got 3 more hours. That's a sign. That's a sign that I don't want to be here. I don't want to work here. When I help people, like when I make these videos, I don't look at the time. Oh man, I've been on here for like 30 minutes. Oh man, I got to get on here and make this video. I got to at least make it 30 minutes. I don't even look at the time. I swear to you, it's almost an hour right now. It feels like I've been on here like 10 minutes. Don't even feel like it. Because I love what I do. I love helping people. And I love when people email me saying, hey man, I'm so happy I found your channel. I am so happy I found your channel. That makes my day. I've done my job. And then after your lunch is over, you be like, man, I got 2 more hours at work. Walking back into the Now, it doesn't, if you got a job that you like, it doesn't feel like that. I mean, you like it. But if you like your job and you're debt free, you are gonna kill it. It's true, man. You walk in back after lunch, plus you're full, and the sleepiness kick in, and then all of a sudden you gotta, this is what you do. You go back, I go back to my desk. I might have some work done, especially if you're really out of work and you don't want to be there. You're probably browsing the internet, checking Facebook, got your phone down below your desk, doing this. Not even Instagram, Facebook, social media is gonna occupy your brain for the next 3 hours. It's just something that you're doing. And you know what you're doing? You're just wasting time in your life, being somewhere that you don't even want to be. Man, just talking to you about this is bringing back memories, man. It's bringing back memory. And like I said, if I have to go back into the IT, I will, but it's going to be different. It's going to be different. The whole interview is going to be different. Now, I've been out the game for 4 years, right? 4 years. Now, in the IT world, that's like dog years, right? That's like 7. You know what I'm saying? 7 a year, but that's okay. That's okay. All right, whatever. Hey, because there's been a couple of job applications that I put in, right, for IT, right? And they say, hey, what you been doing for the last 4 years? I go, nothing. I've been working for myself. Anything IT related? No. You've been keeping up with your certifications for VMware? No. Why would I do that? No. I'm not working in IT. Why would I keep up? That's what they expect. I'm not going to lie about it. No. Or this is the better one. Hey, Ill Wills, check this out. This is crazy. You probably don't notice this too. And this happened when I only can see it now, okay? But before I didn't see it. You apply for a position, an IT position, right? And then they'll give you this like list of things that they want, these questions that they want you to research and answer and do all this other stuff before they even consider even giving you an interview. Let me get this straight. You want me to take the time out of my life to do something for you for free so you could see it? No, I'm not doing any of that. No. You give me the interview, and if there's a next level step, yeah, great, I'll do it. But before I even get an interview, you want me to do some stuff for you for free? I'm not doing none of that. No, not doing that. Sorry. But people that are desperate, they will do that. Now, okay, that's different. That's different, it was. The personality test, I get it, okay? And even those personality tests, I noticed there's a lot of them, okay? But I get those parts. Those personality tests do say something different. When you're desperate, you answer those questions very differently than when you're not. Because I've come across a few of those, and I've asked those questions. No, I wouldn't do that. Hey, if you got mad at work, would you do this? Would you punch somebody in the face? Well, no, I wouldn't punch nobody in the face. You know what I'm saying? But there's some questions that you can tell they're designed to see if you'll answer them thinking it's the answer that they want to hear. You know what I'm saying? But no, I answer honestly. Do you want to, what happened if you required to work third shift? No, I don't want to accept that. I don't want to work third shift. I'm not going to answer, I'll work, they'll be like, they want you to, most people answer, hey, I'll work any shift that you put me on. I won't. No, I want first shift. I know I'm not going to work third shift. No, I'm not. Can we call it basically a roundabout way? Can we call you anytime we want, just if there's an emergency? If you pay me, if we agree to terms, but other than that, no, you can't just call me out the blue, make me break my plans just because they're no. This is business. It's nothing personal. I'm not going to cancel my kid's birthday party because you assume that you can, say like this. Again, back to the on-call thing, right? If you're not on call, but yet you got that phone to your hip, say like you planned something that was 2 weeks out, okay? And you finally come to this event with your family or friends and you're here. That's something that you planned, and you get a phone call and you're not on call. Are you going to break? Are you going to allow them to say, screw whatever you had planned, this is priority? That's on you if you do that. You're telling them that it's okay for them to do that. You better believe I'm not. First of all, I wouldn't even have the phone, so that's never gonna happen. I'm never going back to the way I was before with IT. Never. I will have 2 phones. If I'm not on call and we didn't come to an agreement that you're going to double my salary to be able to call me like that, there's no reason for me to bring the phone. So that accident is never going to ever happen. It's never going to happen. And I promise you, it will. They're not going to fire me. They're going to promote me higher up to the positions that they don't advertise to the regular people. I promise you. There are positions in business that are not advertised to the regular people. I promise you that's true. Promise you. Just like when I was trying to get out of debt and I didn't know who to ask, you better believe I don't know how to ask for these type of positions. They're going to see it in me. In the interview, they're going to see it in me. I promise you. And you will get the money that you deserve. You're going to laugh at the money that you're making now. You'll be laughing at that money. You'll be laughing at it. But you must be able to get out of debt to see anything that I'm sharing with you. Most people don't even realize businesses are taking full advantage of them because it's their fault. It's not the business's fault. The business is designed to make the most money possible with the resources they have at the minimal possible. Just like those questions they give you. Check this out. This last one, Will, check it out. They gave me this pay scale range from this range to 115 or something, and they say, yeah, there's step scales and this and that and blah blah blah. They say, where are you at? I said at the top of the range. 115. What do you mean? What? I'm not taking any steps to get there. I am there now. If you want me, I'm at the top of the scale. Period. They will notice when you say stuff like that, they will notice. But if you're desperate for a job, and I'm using myself, I wouldn't do that out of fear that I wouldn't get the job because I asked for too much money. That is the dumbest. Oh my God, I can't believe I used to do that kind of stuff. That says so many things. Even though I knew I was that good to say, yeah, even though in my heart I knew I was worth that much money, I was too nervous to say that I was worth that much money because I wanted them to hire me because I was cheap. Oh my God, it's just so dumb when I think about it right now. I'm not taking steps to get to where I know I deserve. I'm not doing that. No? Okay, thank you. Somebody will know. All right, that's it. Oh, thank you, Beauty Jock. I appreciate it. Yeah, you know what? I do appreciate that. So, you can hear me. There's very few people that can hear what I'm saying. I already know you're almost there. You already told me what you have left, so I know you hear what I'm saying. Like I said, I'm gonna be the first one to welcome you on this debt-free side. And you're going to be a baby over here. You're going to be a newborn baby with diapers on this side of the financial world. You come to this channel, reach out to me for help. I'll help you skip over the hurdles that I had to learn once I got on this side. Because just like there was nobody to tell me how to get out of the debt matrix, there's even fewer people over here that will guide you. But the key is this. Once you're over here, you will be speaking the correct language so the people with money will understand that you speak the basic, you have the basic knowledge, you speak the basic language over here. So they'll know to say, okay, this person they already did the sacrifice to get out of the debt matrix to come on this side of the game. Okay, now I can speak to you. All right, this is what you do. This is what you say. This is why you max out your 401k. This is why you max out your HSA. The things that you can see that people cannot see in the debt matrix. There's so many things over here that one day you just could not see. And this is the last one before I leave. I want you guys to understand how, and this is why when you're out of the debt matrix, this is why I created the Life After Debt. Okay, this is the thing. These are the things that click me on to certain things that I didn't understand before that I understand now. I remember when I was under $100,000 a year. Okay, I had a certain amount of check, and then I got a raise that put me about 10 grand over the $100,000. I was like, ooh, I can't wait to see that first check. Ooh, I'm in a debt matrix at this time. That's why I was so happy. Ooh, I can't wait to see that first check. Right? Excuse me. Ooh, I can't wait to see that first check. Woo! Then I got it. It was less money than the previous check. I was like, what? That doesn't make sense. How could I get less on my check? Though I got a raise, I got less on my check than the last one. That doesn't make any sense. Now, when things don't make sense with your money, like this example I'm giving you, there's a reason why it doesn't make sense. You don't just blow it off and say, oh well, or the sayings that they say in the debt matrix, oh, the more you make, the more they take. There's a reason for everything. So I had to say, what is that reason? That's when I finally took the time to understand what tax brackets mean and where I was at in my tax bracket. Understand what? Oh, I jumped the tax bracket to take this much, and then it helped me figure out, well, how do I change that? The government says, hey, we created 401k retirement plans. We created HSA plans. If you help us, we'll help you. I was like, oh, so you mean if I populate $19,000 in my 401k, I put money into my retirement, and you'll take $19,000 off my annual income, which would bring me back down in my tax bracket, and my retirement will earn money. That's like trifecta. I was like, oh, you help us, we'll help you. Hey, do the job. It's going to be an obsession that's never going to stop. That's a good obsession to have, though. I talk about financial freedom constantly, husband with the flow regardless of. Hey, he's going to see. Check it out, the beauty job. He's going to see. He's probably already irritated by this debt-free talk. Maybe he just doesn't feel it. It's a feeling, right? You can't relay a feeling. Hey, this is the way I feel. You can't, but you can show it, right? And once you're debt free, oh, it's gonna take off. Especially what I show you. I'm telling you, get with me, okay? Get with me. Once you're over here, when you get on this side, I know that you already made the sacrifices to get here, so I can talk to you differently now. I don't have to say, hey, this is why I'm doing this. I'll show you with math. You'll understand why I'm showing you. But once you're over here, I can talk to you differently. You'll be able to speak two languages, debt and debt free. You'll be able to speak debt free. I can just talk debt free openly without having to dumb things down or anything, right? And then once I show you more on this side and your husband sees this, ooh, woo, he's going to naturally jump on board. I promise you, he's going to naturally jump on board because people right now, it takes sacrifice. You have to dumb down your lifestyle so you can get out of debt, right? But most people in the debt matrix think it's going to be like that forever. Once you're on this side, you're going to be able to live your life any way you feel like living it at a quarter of the price. You'll be able to live more life than before. Whatever jobs you guys have, you're going to be killing it. You're going to be killing it. Nobody at work is going to understand what you're doing and why. Because you're no longer going to tolerate any job taking your time for free. Because once you're out of debt, time becomes the main priority because you're never gonna forget that you can never get more time ever. You can't buy it. You can't work overtime. You're not gonna ever let anybody take advantage of it, especially a job getting it for free. That's business. You're going to read over your contract that you signed when they hired you. Hey, 40 hours, 8 to 5. Okay. There's nothing that I have to answer emails out. There's nothing that I have to answer text messages. There's nothing that says I have to answer calls without getting paid. And you won't do that. You won't ever do that again, ever. You won't ever do that. I'll show you how to cut everything. Phone bill, cable bill, trash bill, utilities. There's different ways to get the exact same service for quarters of the prices. But when you're in debt, you can't see that. You just think, oh, it is what it is. That's just the price. No, it's not. No, it's not. Let me give you an example. All right. I had a person that's been out of debt. I have a client that's out of debt for about a year. I've been guiding them through because you just can't come out, get a month of my service, and then think you're going to take off. It's a monthly thing, okay? Every single thing, okay? Now, but eventually I'll wing you off. You'll just get winged off, right? And now this person says, "Hey, if I don't have even though I have no debt, my credit's not high. So how am I going to get a nice apartment to rent, right?" And I said, "Okay, remember, when you're financially free, you have money. So you go to the apartment complex, right? They usually have you sign year contracts. This is what you do. You go, hey, okay, you sign out the credit app and you do all this other stuff, right? You sign a year contract, but you go, hey, if I pay you the whole year right now, can I get a month for free?" I guarantee you, every single one of them will tell you yes. So out of the majority of the building, say like the rent was $2,000, okay? Out of the whole building, you're paying $2,000 less per year for that year than the majority of the people in that complex. Nobody's going to turn you down if you decide to tell them that you're going to pay for the whole year right now. How many people can even do that? You will be able to. You have the money. You're going to spend it anyway. You might as well save $2,000 doing it. See what I'm saying? I've never been able to do that. Well, when I was in debt, I buy everything by the year. Everything. Car insurance, all that stuff. Things you don't even think about. When you don't, I'm going to give you one more example. When you own your cars, you get to dictate your insurance. You don't have to have full coverage insurance anymore. You trust your driving record. When's the last time you've been in an accident that you caused? Probably been years. I trust my driving record. I don't let the insurance company scare me anymore. That's just two things. There's so many, but I don't really talk about it on this channel unless it's in the Life After Debt series. But other than that, it's really no point to even talk about it. Man, but hey, Beauty Jock, what you told me, you're down to the pennies now. How many people you know that are just owed that much money before they're at zero? Probably not many, nor do they know it. They probably tired of you talking about it. You probably already losing friends and family talking about, oh, here she come talking about this debt-free stuff. Oh, she didn't tell. Oh man. Anyway, I'm happy for you. Let me it's almost 1:30, hour 30. Hey, it's been real. Anybody listening have any questions before I get off? I'm gonna start saying that. Anybody have any questions before I get off? Exactly. You'll be the only person. That should tell you something. That should tell you something. The Beauty Jock, this should tell you something. You'll be the only one that you know that are debt free. That's how rich, that's how fast you will have money. That's how fast your paychecks are going to stack up in that bank. Oh my God, it's going to, you'll be like, oh my God, did I forget to pay something? Nope, you have no debt. You better be quiet though. Shh. Only tell the people, because I get it. It's like religion. You know how people find religion and they're so happy to tell people this is how you'll be so free and so happy. You'll be excited just to tell people. You're going to lose friends if you keep doing that. Don't do that. Only talk to the people that are ready to hear it. Now, I know I keep saying I'm about to get off. Hey, check it out. You're going to hear people constantly talking about their problems, their money problems, and you're going to have the answer for them, but they're not going to want to hear it. It's the weirdest thing. And so you're going to have to cut them off quick because you don't want to keep hearing that. You can't participate in that because it's going to drive you nuts. Oh man, this cable bill is so high. You're going to say, hey, why don't you just cut it off? Oh no, I can't do that. My kids, my kids need TV. Then you got to go, then why are you talking about it? I don't get it. $200 cable bill, $250. Are you crazy? Those days been over for years. Cable TV, oh no, none of that. Kids don't even really watch regular TV, but yet the parents keep saying, oh, my kids need this TV. Doesn't make any sense. All right, this time I'm really getting off. You guys have a wonderful day. Appreciate the participation. Beauty Jock, Ill Wills, always. Thanks for your support. Much appreciated. Last week, okay, hey, you start from somewhere, all right? Good. No, you ain't holding me. Hey, this is my passion, Ill Wills. This is my passion, man. Listen, when you're financially free, I'm in a rush to get nowhere anytime. That's another lovely thing. I'm not in a rush. I love it. Can't you see? Can't you tell? I love it. Those are the baby steps, Ill Wills. Those are the baby steps. I remember when I first cut I went into a panic cutting. I think about that now. I went into a panic cutting off my cable TV. Oh my God. I remember like, what am I going to do? Oh my God. And then once I cut the cord, I was like, first of all, if you're working so much, you barely even watching TV. People got DVRs with so many videos and TV shows. They're never going to be able to watch them. This is the internet age. You can watch anything, anytime you want. You don't need no DVR. Get on Netflix. Get you a Fire TV box. Everything's already there. DVRs are the thing in the past. Cable TV companies, cable TV, they're in so much trouble right now. They got to come up with a new plan. Those options to multiple. We got 1,000 channels speaking to the controller. Who cares? You don't need no DVR. Everything's on the internet that you want to watch. Go to YouTube. There's other ways that I watch TV. I got other apps. There's so many apps out there that you can watch anything you want. I don't like when somebody talks about a new TV show on. I don't care what channel it's on. I don't want to know what time it's on. I don't even need to know what the day it's on. All I need to know is the name of the TV show. I do a search and I watch it. Period. And on Amazon and Netflix, they're creating their own shows. I mean, shows in other countries. You can watch shows in other countries, man. Cable TV is just in commercials. Once you get out of cable land, commercials just irritate. I can't watch regular TV. Commercials are so long. You're constantly. Oh, and this is the last one. I always say the last one. Beauty Jock, check it out. You'll notice. You probably already noticed now. Things are being sold to us 24 hours a day. It's irritating to me. When you walk, hey, you got to, because you notice they turn them up, Ill Wills. They'll turn them up loud on a commercial, right? I can't watch TV. I mute. Things are being sold to you on TV, videos, the radio, even streaming apps. They'll jump in a commercial or some kind of things are being sold to us 24 hours a day, non-stop. When you're in the debt matrix, you just think it's normal. Oh, here's a commercial. Oh, wow. Oh, they're selling this. Oh, it's like, wait a minute. I can't stop. I don't want to buy anything. And then people they're coming knocking on your doors. You better not knock on my door. If I wanted it, I would have went out and bought it. We are grown consumers, but when you're on the other side, the beauty jocks, when you're on the other side, you take lessons from TVs, bank commercials. You see how they're doing it. If you want to, the banks are the masters, okay? They're the masters. You want to learn how to you want to learn how to sell? Every time a bank commercial comes on, bank commercials and car commercials are the best. You don't need to go to no marketing school. Watch the commercials. Every time one of those commercials come on, you mute them. Mute a car commercial, mute a bank commercial. Then you can see how they're selling you. Like here's an example. I was watching you've probably seen this commercial. It's a Toyota commercial where these two kids, they're driving in this new RAV4. They're driving in the woods. They hop out the car and then they run down in the woods. This is the first part of the commercial. And then all of a sudden, they're coming back running with their hair wet, like they're running from something or somebody. He's like, start the car, start the car. She pushes the button, the car starts. They hop in the car, they're just laughing on. Then they speed off. They're looking at, and the dude in the car, he's looking at the girl like, oh, he doesn't say anything. And you're like, what the hell does that got to do with the car? Nothing. That's what Toyota's trying to tell you. It has nothing to do with the car. Yeah, the car is trying to sell it. They're trying to sell you the car, but think about it. They're not selling you. They're selling you the car without using the car to sell to you. They're saying, hey, if you buy our car, you'll be happy. And you can do the things that these kids just did by running in the woods and doing something because they did something because their hair's wet, and then they running back and then they drive off and speed. It's just the stupidest. Oh my God, it's so funny, man. And I was like, you better learn from them. And the bank commercials, everybody's smiling all the time. And they're, put your money here and you'll be happy with it here. And we're not, and they say, we don't have overdraft fees. And that's not who cares? Only people that worry about that are people in debt about overdraft fees. I've never paid overdraft fees in my life because I'm never overdrafting in my account. But even if you come to a bank that doesn't have overdraft fee, you better believe they have something else built in. They're not just going to keep letting you overdraft and you're not going to pay for that. That's not true. This is business. Welcome to this side. You're going to kill it. Beauty Jock, you're going to kill it. You and your husband, you're going to kill it. And and this is the best part. Nobody's even going to know how you're doing it, even if you told them. How come you guys are so happy? How come you guys are going on vacation anytime you want? How come you're never begging for overtime? You can just turn to them, because I'm not in debt. They'll be like, what? What do you mean? Everybody's in debt. We're not. What do you mean? You're rich? No, we just paid off our debt. What? Oh, it's lovely over here. It's lovely. Now I'm leaving. Ill Wills, great start. Getting rid of things that you don't need. All you need is a little TV box, Fire TV. You probably already have it. You're a computer person. You probably watch the stuff on your computer anyway. But you guys have a wonderful day. I'm out of here. It's an hour and a half. Time for me to eat some breakfast. All right, you guys have a wonderful day. I'm out of here. All right. Bye-bye.